What do you think is the deadliest animal on Earth? A shark? A lion? A venomous snake? While those are definitely dangerous, the creatures that cause the most human deaths every year might surprise you. Today, we're counting down the top 5 deadliest animals in the world, and some of them are probably hiding in plain sight. So buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. Coming in at number 5 is an animal you might not expect, the freshwater snail. That's right, these slow-moving, seemingly harmless creatures are responsible for over 10,000 deaths each year. How? Well, it's not the snail itself that's the killer. These snails are hosts of parasitic flatworms that cause a devastating disease called schistosomiasis. When people come into contact with water contaminated with these parasites, the worms can burrow into their skin. Once inside, they mature, lay eggs, and can cause severe damage to internal organs like the liver, intestines, and bladder. The symptoms can range from abdominal pain and fever to chronic, life-threatening conditions. It's a silent killer, spreading through contaminated water sources in many tropical and subtropical regions. This highlights a critical point. Sometimes the smallest creatures carry the biggest threats. It's a sobering reminder of how interconnected ecosystems are and how vital clean water is for public health. Next up, at number 4, we have the assassin bug. This insect, also known as the kissing bug because it often bites people on the face, is a vector for a nasty parasite that causes Chagas disease. Found mainly in the Americas, particularly in rural parts of Latin America, these bugs are sneaky. They typically come out at night, drawn to the carbon dioxide we exhale, and bite sleeping victims. While the bite itself isn't the problem, the bug's feces, which it often deposits near the wound, contains the parasite. When a person instinctively scratches the bite, they can unknowingly rub the parasite into the wound or into their eyes or mouth. Chagas disease can start with mild flu-like symptoms, but over many years, it can lead to severe and life-threatening heart and digestive problems. It's estimated that tens of thousands of people die from Chagas disease annually. This makes the tiny assassin bug a far more significant threat than many of the larger predators we tend to fear. Moving on to number 3, we have an animal that's a bit more familiar in the danger category: the dog. Yes, man's best friend. It's heartbreaking to put them on this list, but the numbers don't lie. Dogs are responsible for tens of thousands of human deaths each year, but it's not because they are inherently vicious. The overwhelming majority of these deaths are due to one single factor: rabies. When an unvaccinated dog infected with the rabies virus bites a person, the virus can be transmitted through their saliva, if not treated immediately with post-exposure prophylaxis. Rabies is almost always fatal once symptoms appear. It's a horrific disease that attacks the central nervous system. The majority of these cases occur in Asia and Africa, where stray dog populations are large and vaccination programs are not always widespread. This is a powerful reminder of the importance of responsible pet ownership and public health initiatives like animal vaccination campaigns. It's a tragedy that can be prevented. Now for our runner-up. At number 2, we have one of the most feared creatures on the planet, the snake. With their slithering movements and venomous fangs, snakes have instilled fear in humans for millennia. And for good reason. It's estimated that snakes are responsible for over 100,000 deaths per year. The biggest culprits are venomous snakes like cobras, vipers, and krites, which are found in many parts of the world, especially in rural areas of Africa, Asia, and Latin America. A venomous snake bite can cause a horrifying range of effects, from tissue necrosis and paralysis to massive internal bleeding and organ failure. One of the biggest challenges is access to antivenom. For many victims in remote locations, getting to a hospital in time is a race against life and death. The lack of available and affordable antivenom in many regions turns a treatable injury into a death sentence. Snakebite envenoming is a major, yet often neglected, public health crisis that requires far more global attention and resources. And now, for the number 1 deadliest animal on Earth. It's not a large predator. It doesn't have fangs or claws. In fact, it's so small you can easily swat it away. The deadliest animal in the world is the mosquito. This tiny insect is responsible for an astonishing number of human deaths. Somewhere between 750,000 and 1 million people every single year. How can such a small creature be so lethal? Because it's a super efficient vector for a host of deadly diseases. The most notorious of these is malaria, which claims hundreds of thousands of lives annually, mostly children in sub-Saharan Africa. But that's not all. Mosquitoes also transmit dengue fever, yellow fever, Zika virus, West Nile virus, and chikungunya, among others. Only the female mosquito bites, as she needs the protein from blood to produce her eggs. In that one simple act, she can transmit deadly pathogens directly into our bloodstream. It's a global health catastrophe on a massive scale, and it's all thanks to an insect that weighs just a few milligrams. The sheer scale of the death toll caused by mosquitoes dwarfs that of all other animals combined, making it, without a doubt, the undisputed deadliest animal on the planet. So there you have it. The top 5 deadliest animals aren't the lions, tigers, and bears we see in movies. They are often small, unassuming creatures whose danger lies not in their strength, but in the diseases they carry. It's a powerful lesson that the biggest threats can come in the smallest packages. This list really puts things into perspective, doesn't it? It highlights the critical importance of public health, sanitation, and disease control in saving lives around the world. What did you think of our list? Were you surprised by any of the animals that made the cut? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video interesting and want to learn more fascinating facts about the world around us, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.